Welcome to the deep dive, everyone, where we kind of get to the heart of it all. Your source material.
Right to the good stuff.
Yeah. So today we're going to be exploring this thing called the energy shield technique.
Okay.
We're diving into a guide on this whole practice.
Cool.
I think it's especially relevant, these days
Yeah.
with just like constant information and emotional overload everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Huh?
So are you feeling, I don't know, drained? Maybe a little overwhelmed?
Yeah, sometimes.
This deep dive could be, it could be just what you need.
Okay, great.
So the source really emphasizes this idea that, that your personal energy is like sacred. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the essence of who you are. It's not just like some,
Some woo-woo concept.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's much deeper than that.
It's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fascinating, isn't it? We protect our,
Our physical belongings.
yes, our stuff, you know?
But we often neglect this essential part of ourselves.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
This guide refers to it as our aura. You heard of this?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So it's like that invisible energy field, right?
It's invisible, yeah. Surrounds all of us.
Surrounding each of us, yeah.
Constantly kind of interacting with the world around us.
Picking up vibes.
Picking up vibes, emotions, thoughts. I mean, have you ever walked into a room and just, felt the tension?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like that time, I think it was, gosh, when was it? I walked into this meeting
Oh, yeah.
and I could just, you could cut the anxiety with a knife.
Really?
It was thick.
Wow. Are you saying that was my aura, like, clashing with everyone else's?
It very well could have been.
Yeah.
Think about how much we encounter daily, right?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
News, social media,
All of it.
other people's anxieties.
Too much.
It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
Especially for empaths,
People who really, like, feel others' emotions.
take it on.
Yeah, they take it on. This constant influx can be, it can be pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, I bet.
Can lead to, cloudiness, fatigue, even a weakened sense of self.
So it's not just about feeling a little bummed out, huh?
No, it's deeper.
This is a real energy drain.
Yeah, real consequences.
Consequences.
Yeah.
But okay, so the good news is this guide says that we can protect ourselves.
We can.
We can. Okay, good. So that's where the energy shield technique comes in.
This is where it gets good.
Okay, where do we even begin?
Well, the guide breaks it down into 4 key steps:
Okay,
grounding, visualization, intention, and breathing.
got it.
Think of grounding like the roots of a tree,
Oh, okay.
anchoring you to the earth.
I like that. So like solid,
Solid,
steady.
steady, yeah.
Not easily swayed.
Exactly.
But why is grounding so important for this shield thing?
Well, it creates stability. It's a foundation. The guide, it uses this analogy of building a house.
Okay.
You want to build it on solid ground, not shifting sand.
Right, of course. That makes sense. So, okay, we're grounded. What do we do next? Do we start building walls
Yeah,
like around us?
not quite walls. Next comes visualization.
Okay.
So imagine a sphere of light
Great.
surrounding your body.
I'm picturing it.
And the guide says that the color can be whatever resonates with you.
Oh, okay.
Gold, white, blue.
Personalize it.
Make it your own.
So we're actively shaping this energy, not just like hoping for the best. It's like we're directing our own, I don't know, like our internal spotlight or something.
I like that.
But this isn't just some law of attraction thing, is it?
No.
Is there any science behind this?
Actually, there's a lot of research on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the mind-body connection and how visualization impacts us. I mean, studies show that even imagining exercise can activate the same brain regions as actually moving.
What?
Yeah.
So just thinking about working out is like kind of working out.
It can be, yeah. So picturing the shield, I mean, that can have a real effect too.
Whoa. Okay, our minds are way more powerful than we realize.
Way more.
So what's the next step?
Intention. We give our shield a purpose.
Okay.
A specific purpose.
Okay.
The guide, it offers an example.
Okay.
This shield protects my energy. Only love and light enter.
So it's like programming a force field, but with good vibes only.
Exactly. Good vibes only.
But it's just saying it enough.
Well, combined with the visualization, the spoken intention, it sets a really powerful energetic boundary.
Oh, okay.
You're declaring your space. You're shaping your reality.
Okay, I'm feeling more empowered already.
Good.
Last step. Breathing.
Yeah.
How does that tie into the shield?
Well, your breath, it connects our physical and energetic bodies.
Okay.
Inhale.
Inhale.
Shield strengthens. Exhale, release negativity. Imagine like breathing life into this protective sphere.
So it's like each breath is like a mini recharge,
It is.
reinforcing those boundaries. This is making so much sense. But why does this whole technique work?
Okay.
Is it just wishful thinking? Or is there something deeper going on?
It's not just wishful thinking.
Okay.
The guide, it really dives into the why of all of this, and it gets really interesting. It all
Yeah.
comes down to the power of the subconscious mind.
Okay, I've heard about the subconscious.
Yeah.
But how does it tie into this energy shield?
Well, think of your conscious mind as the tip of the iceberg,
Yeah.
the part you're aware of. The
Okay.
subconscious, that's the vastness beneath
Oh, wow.
running the show behind the scenes.
Okay.
So through visualization and intention, we're kind of planting seeds in that fertile ground.
So we're giving our subconscious the blueprint for this shield.
Exactly. And with practice, those instructions become ingrained.
Okay.
Eventually, the shield, it becomes almost automatic,
Oh, wow.
like a reflex.
So if it's that powerful, why not just like will ourselves to have the shield up,
Mhm.
like 2004/7?
Mhm.
Why bother with all the steps?
That's a great question. The subconscious, it thrives on imagery
Okay.
and emotion.
Okay.
It's not enough to just think about it. We need to feel it,
Okay.
see it vividly in our mind's eye.
Got it.
That's where the visualization comes in.
Okay.
It activates the subconscious, makes it pay attention.
And the breathing is like the fuel,
It is
connecting it to our physical body, making it real.
exactly.
Right.
But remember, this technique, it isn't just about defense, right?
Right.
It's about creating a foundation
Okay.
for a more fulfilling life.
Okay.
As the guide suggests, it's like building an inner sanctuary
Oh,
where you can recharge.
Okay. And connect with your true self.
I love that. An inner sanctuary sounds so peaceful.
It is.
But the guide also talks about all these like practical benefits,
Yeah.
like increased confidence, better relationships, all of that. How does that all tie in?
Well, think about it. When your energy is constantly drained,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to feel confident.
Oh yeah.
You're like a chameleon adapting to please others. But with a strong shield, you're less swayed by external pressures.
Okay.
You can stand firm in your own energy,
Okay. Yep.
knowing you are enough.
So it's about stepping into your power,
Yes.
owning your unique gifts,
Yeah,
not letting others dim your shine.
exactly.
That makes a lot of sense. And I can see how that confidence would like ripple out into relationships.
Absolutely.
Very magnetic, right?
The guide highlights this,
Hmm.
states that with protected energy, interactions become more authentic, balanced. You
Okay.
attract what you radiate.
And confidence is magnetic.
That's true.
Wow.
No more energy vampires, because you're not giving your power away.
Exactly.
You are calling out all my past relationships right now. But seriously, this is making a lot of sense. The guide also talks about clarity and focus as benefits.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
When you're not bombarded by external noise,
Right.
you can finally hear your own inner wisdom.
Okay. Yeah.
The shield, it acts like a filter, allowing you to tune in to what truly matters.
It's like clearing out all the mental clutter
Yeah.
to make space for those aha moments.
Exactly.
No wonder the guide says it leads to better decisions,
It does.
choices that are truly aligned with your values.
That alignment is it's key.
Right.
It's not just about feeling good. It's about living in alignment with your purpose.
Okay.
But here's a question for you.
Okay.
Is there a downside to this?
Hmm, good question.
If we're always shielded, are we shutting ourselves off from genuine connection,
Oh yeah.
from love and support?
That's a worry I had too. Like, are we becoming like energy hermits?
That's a good way to put it.
Just shutting everyone out.
The guide, it addresses this directly.
Right.
It's not about isolation,
Okay.
but discernment.
Okay.
A healthy home,
Okay.
it has doors and windows,
Yeah.
but it also has locks and boundaries.
Right.
It's about choosing what you let in,
Okay.
not building a fortress.
Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
So we're letting the sunshine in,
Yeah.
but we also have the power to close the blinds when needed.
Exactly.
But how do we know when to raise the shield? Is it just a feeling?
It is about intuition,
Okay.
but it's a skill that you develop with practice.
Okay.
The guide emphasizes that this is an ongoing practice, not a one-time fix.
Right.
Think of it like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
So it's like an energetic workout.
It is.
And the more we work that muscle, the more we'll sense when it's time to shield up. Like feeling drained after certain interactions.
Yeah.
Or sensing negativity in a room.
Exactly. You develop an energetic radar.
Oh, cool.
But remember, the goal isn't to avoid challenges altogether.
Okay.
The guide uses the analogy of a ship
Okay.
sailing through a storm.
Okay.
Waves will crash,
Yeah.
but a well-built ship can withstand the impact.
So our shield might take a hit, but it won't break.
Exactly.
And with practice, it becomes even more resilient.
It does.
Okay, I'm getting this.
Right.
But let's be real. This is still pretty abstract for some folks.
Mm-hmm.
How do we actually bring this into our daily lives?
Well, the guide gets really practical about that.
Okay, good.
It all starts with a conscious decision
That's
to prioritize your energetic well-being.
Okay, so it's a commitment,
It is.
like deciding to eat healthier or exercise more.
Exactly.
But it's not just about willpower,
Yeah.
right? The guide talks about making it like a personal practice.
It is. There's no one-size-fits-all.
Okay.
Some people integrate it into their morning meditation.
Okay.
Others do it before bed.
Okay.
The key is finding what feels good for you.
So like if I'm a night owl, I could do my shield boosting before bed. No judgment.
No judgment.
Okay, good.
The guide emphasizes consistency above all else.
Okay.
It's not about being perfect.
Okay.
It's about making it a habit,
Okay.
even if it's just a few minutes each day.
Got it.
And you'll start noticing those subtle shifts,
Okay.
feeling calmer in chaos, making decisions that feel more aligned.
It's like we're upgrading our operating system,
Yeah.
becoming the best, most energized versions of ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
But what about those days when we do feel like drained, overwhelmed?
Yeah.
Like the shield has sprung a leak.
Mhm.
Does that mean we failed?
No, it doesn't mean you failed.
Okay.
The guide emphasizes that it's about resilience, not invincibility.
Right.
Life throws curveballs, and sometimes our energy, it just takes a hit. It's like that ship in the storm analogy.
Right.
The waves will crash, but a strong ship, it can weather them.
And just like a ship needs regular maintenance,
Yes,
so does our energy shield.
exactly.
The more we practice, the stronger it becomes,
Mhm.
and the better we get at recognizing when it needs a boost.
Absolutely.
So it's not about never getting wet. It's about knowing how to dry off and keep sailing.
Exactly.
The guide also talks a lot about boundaries.
Yes.
How does that fit into all of this?
Boundaries are they're crucial.
Okay.
It's the energetic equivalent of saying no,
Okay.
protecting your space,
Right.
honoring your needs. The guide reminds us that this isn't about being rude.
Okay.
It's about self-respect.
So it's like creating a force field of self-love.
I like that.
No more people pleasing or feeling obligated to say yes
Right.
when we really want to say no.
Exactly.
But I imagine setting those boundaries can be tough.
Yeah.
Especially if we're used to being accommodating.
It takes practice.
Okay.
But the guide, it offers some great advice.
Okay, good.
It encourages us to start small.
Okay.
Maybe setting a boundary with a friend or a family member.
Okay.
And the more we practice, the more confident we become in honoring our needs.
That's encouraging. It's like building a muscle, but one boundary at a time.
Yes, exactly.
And the guide also talks about the energy we consume,
Mhm.
not just from people, but from media and information as well.
Yeah, it's like that's like our energetic diet.
Oh.
Just as certain foods nourish or deplete our physical bodies, certain types of information, media, they can do the same for our energy.
Makes sense.
The guide encourages us to be mindful of what we consume,
Okay.
choosing content that uplifts
Okay.
and inspires us.
So it's about curating our input,
It is.
just like we curate our Instagram feeds
Exactly.
out with the negativity and doom scrolling,
Yes.
in with the inspiration and good vibes.
That's it.
But let's be real. Some days it feels like negativity is unavoidable. You know,
Ah.
like it's seeping in through the cracks. What about those times?
The guide acknowledges that it's an ongoing process.
Yeah.
There will be days when our shield feels weaker,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Okay.
The key is to notice those dips in energy
Right.
and practice the technique more diligently.
So it's like any skill.
Mhm.
There are ebbs and flows, and we'll get better with practice.
We will.
But I have to ask for the skeptics out there.
Yeah.
Is there any proof
Mm-hmm.
that this energy shield thing actually works?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just a bunch of
Yeah.
feel-good mumbo-jumbo?
It's a good question, and the guide is upfront about the fact that that this is a practice that requires a degree of faith
Okay.
and trust.
Right.
The proof, so to speak, it lies in the experience.
Okay.
As you practice, you'll likely start to notice shifts in your energy and the positive effects it has on your life.
So the proof is in the pudding.
It is.
And even if someone isn't 100% convinced, just the act of intentionally protecting their energy can be empowering
Absolutely.
in itself, right?
It can.
Yeah.
And the guide emphasizes that you're not alone in this exploration.
Okay.
There are countless resources and communities out there to support you on this journey.
That's great.
If this resonates with you, don't hesitate to reach out.
And connect with others who are exploring these concepts.
That's a great point. There's a whole community of energy shield enthusiasts out there.
There is.
But before we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listener with one final thought.
Okay.
We've talked about protecting our energy from external influences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Creating a shield against negativity. But
Yeah.
but what about the negativity that comes from within?
That's such an important point.
What about our own self-doubt?
Sometimes the most powerful energy we need to protect ourselves from is our own inner critic.
Right.
That voice that tells us we're not good enough,
Oh yeah,
not worthy enough.
exactly. So how do we shield ourselves from that?
I think it starts with cultivating a deeper sense of self-love
Okay.
and acceptance.
Right.
Recognizing our own inherent worthiness,
Yeah.
regardless of our achievements or external validation. It's like building an inner sanctuary of self-compassion,
Yes.
a place where we can retreat to when that inner critic starts getting loud.
Beautifully put.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that we are enough just as we are.
Hmm.
And from that place of self-love, we can build a shield that protects us.
Okay.
Not just from external negativity, but also from our own self-sabotaging thoughts.
You're so powerful. As we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
dear listener, remember that your energy is precious.
It is.
Protect it, honor it,
Yes.
and most importantly, believe in your own power to create a life that truly lights you up.
And remember, you are not alone on this journey.
Yeah.
Reach out, connect, and keep shining your light.
Until next time, fellow deep divers, keep exploring, keep learning, and
Yeah.
keep diving deep into the mysteries of life.